here locally in the community. Make sure y'all go check out Kneecap Body by Jeremy Campbell.
All right, it is kneecap biting with the Motor City Lions, and this is the NFL Roundtable Talks. We have no Dan Leonard, bastard. We have no Will Vogel, but he's in the chat saying, all I have to say is two things. We are King of the North and FTP. Yes, that means fuck the Packers. That being said, how you doing tonight there, Jordan?
My name says it all.
My name says it all. Yeah, I get it.
Can't even tank right over here. Now we're not even going to quarterback or Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh my. He might be able to pull off Marvin Harrison Jr. You just have to trade up.
Yeah, we would. I think Chicago is going to take him number one.
I would go that number one over a quarterback.
Mm-hmm. I think he's going to go to the Bears number one. And the Bears, if the Bears want to take a quarterback, they'll wait till 5.
We got Is Undone saying King Jeremy, Braylon Dennis saying what's up, and Smoking Dad Ken Ballrick with hi guys. That being said, we had quite a few teams clinch their playoff berths over the last 2 weeks, and let's go over it. In the North, the only 4 that have clinched because they all have 10 wins or more. San Francisco, the Lions, Dallas, and the Eagles. Everybody else is in the hunt.
Besides Carolina.
We need to steal Marvin Harrison from the Bears. Yes, Will, I can send you a link. Hit the like button, those of you that are in the chat. Yes, that does help us out greatly.
Are the Panthers and Cardinals still the only 2 teams mathematically eliminated in NFC?
Let's see. The Bears have 9 losses now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess technically Giants and Commanders are out too.
Lions rumble. Lorenzo, what's up, my buddy?
Lorenzo.
Couldn't the Bears win out and get in?
Yeah.
If they went out, and let's say the Vikings beat the Packers this week and knocked them out, and then the Lions beat the Vikings in the last week, and the Bears went out, they'll get the 7th seed.
That's what I was thinking. Well, I'll say, don't they need the Rams and Seattle to lose too?
Both.
Yep.
Because I think they're both 8 and 7. Either 8
and 7 to lose too.
You need either Seattle or LA to lose too. Yeah.
Well, Tampa's winning their division, so they wouldn't need Tampa to lose.
Yeah.
It's whoever's tied with them, because Tampa has the tie break over everybody in the division, because everybody in the division that they played, they beat them by more.
It's crazy that the playoffs are like this close for a bunch of teams. There's like 6 teams that are 8 and 7 or 7 and 8, and then if you go to AFC, there's like 8 teams that are either 8 and 7 and 8.
Yes, that's right. Let me put it in the background one more time, guys. This week is Merry Clinchmas. Lions Rumble, if you want in, let me know. I'll shoot you the link via chat.
It would be.
Send you the
It'd
link.
be so great to see the Chiefs lose these next 2 games and not make the playoffs.
Oh God.
Huh.
If that happens, does Travis Kelce retire?
I think he's about to retire anyways.
Probably. He needs to retire the way he's been playing. We're gonna call it the Taylor Swift curse.
Patty Grimes says, "What's up?"
Travis Swift.
Yeah, speaking of which, before we get into any more clinching people, ever since Travis Kelce has been dating Taylor Swift, he looks a lot more like Eric Ebron, or Eric Ebum as we like to call him. Which my good buddy that sometimes comes on the show, Detroit Dom, actually made Eric Ebron leave social media because he says he hopes you hold on to the baby better than you do a football when his child was born. NFL will never let that happen. The Chiefs will make it. It's not true because if the Raiders went out right now, that means they beat Kansas City again, right?
No, Kansas City plays the Chargers and the Bengals.
Right.
But they do have tiebreaker.
Right. They have the tiebreaker because they beat
Because
Kansas City by more points than they did.
Well, it's because of their division record and stuff.
Right.
And conference record. Yeah, if Chiefs lose out, Raiders win out. Raiders win the division. Chiefs miss the playoffs.
I thought that was a classic move that Detroit Dom did. Shit talking them.
And if that happens, Antonio Pierce is going to be the Raiders' next head coach. Because they were like 4-8 a few weeks ago.
So out of the coaches that are left that have not been fired, who do you think is next?
Who? What was the question?
Out of the coaches that have not been rumored that are going to be fired at the end of the season and the ones that have been fired, who's the next one?
I think Falcons coach might be fired. They're saying Vrabel for Tennessee.
Ron Rivera.
Riverboat Ron.
Yeah, I could even. I know people have even said Dayball could be gone, but I don't think he'll be canned.
Please fire AG. Just kidding. No, you know what? If he allows Dan Campbell to do the game planning, AG does a fine job as a defensive coordinator.
Bill.
Oh, we already know.
Belichick.
No, we already know Bill Belichick's gone.
Mike Tomlin's gone. Probably.
Yeah, because they got 9 losses now, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, 8. They're 8.
They're at 8.
No, actually, they're 8-7. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're 8-7. They have that crazy win record with a very bad point difference.
Yeah, but they're gonna have Tomlin's gonna lose his last 2 games and say, "Fuck you! I had my first losing season." Bye.
Yeah.
Lions Rumble says maybe Staley. Oh wait, never mind. Raiders did it for us.
You know what would be the most Mike Tomlin thing? Is to lose this week, be 8-8, go into the last week and have the first tie of the season and finish 8-1 and not have a losing record.
And make the playoffs and lose in the wild card.
That'd be the most Mike Tomlin thing to do is lose this week and then tie the last week when we've had no ties all year. He ties and finishes a half a game under 500 or over 500 just to say, hey, I didn't finish under 500.
Jeremy, get AG a job where you take one for the team. Hey, I still say that's the only reason why Will Harris is still on the roster. He has pictures of AG keeping his job. And Lions Rumble says facts. Tomlin would be a G if he manages that.
There's talks that he also might retire too.
Actually, yeah, he said that prior to the season.
Yeah.
Who you talking about, Tomlin?
Yeah.
Really?
Who knows?
I do think Flores has a shot to get a job.
I think Flores might get promoted to head
Yeah.
coach of the Vikings.
Yeah, I don't know if they make the playoffs though. It's gonna be hard because they just went 12 games last year.
They won 13 last year. They went 13,
Okay,
but 11 of them they won by less than a touchdown.
that's what I'm saying. Coming off a 13 one year, and if they sneak into the playoffs without Kirk Cousins, it's going to be kind of hard to fire O'Connell.
I don't think they'll fire O'Connell because wasn't their offensive coordinator that got arrested?
I'll tell you who's more likely. Brian Daboll is more likely.
Yeah, I think Link Martindale might be on the way out because they had a lot of friction throughout the entire season.
Because the Giants not only went to the playoffs, they beat the Vikings in the playoffs last year, and they're going to win 4 or 5 games this year. So that's a big drop off. So to me, Daboll is more hot seat than O'Connell.
Yep, and Robert Salah, it's already been announced by Jets owners and GM that his job is safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We knew that was coming.
I called that for like
Could we see Andy Reid being fired if they go 9-8 or 8-9 or whatever?
No.
Not Andy Reid. Andy Reid's probably getting a lifetime contract with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
What about if Denver doesn't? Do you think Sean Payton will move on from him, or do you think that they'll give him more than 1 year?
It's Peyton's first year, and they just benched Wilson too. So
Yeah, but they also had Nathaniel Hackett for 1 year. I know he's not Sean Payton, but
you're gonna have to give Peyton 1 more year to prove that he can.
yeah, but then he's gonna have to do it he's gonna have to do it with a rookie quarterback, or he's gonna have to go get a veteran. He probably don't want to wait on the rookie quarterback. So he's probably going to get like a Kirk Cousins or somebody.
Who would replace Tomlin if he retired? He would be recharged to fire Reid. Facts.
Yeah. I'll take them. They do. We'll trade you. We'll trade you Belichick for Andy Reid.
And I'm pretty sure Tomlin, with his intelligence and the way he interviews, he would have a straight shot to the commentator booth.
Yeah.
Or one of the Sunday pregame shows.
There's been talks that the Chargers want Belichick too.
That's the one that I've heard the most is they want Belichick.
While we're on coaches, I know we talked about this like about a month and a half ago. Who's your all's coaches of the year now? I think some of that has to be changed. Because remember before we were saying the Texans coach. Now I don't think the Texans coach is in it.
Yeah, the Texans coach is not in it. You almost have to say Dan Campbell because they clinched the division.
I say that, or I say Cleveland's coach.
It's gonna come down to 3. Whoever wins the East, that coach will be in there.
Yeah.
You're talking about the NFC East or AFC East?
No, NFC East. On the NFC side.
You're saying Nick Sirianni.
So it'd either be Nick Sirianni or Mike McCarthy, depending on if Dallas wins it.
Yeah, because I think
you got on the AFC side, you automatically have to put John Harbaugh in there because that's the best record in the AFC. I think he's at the top of that list.
Yeah, I think Browns coach Stefanski.
I think Shanahan on top of that list too.
It's Will.
Hello.
Oh, and I think I just heard somebody else.
I could coach the 49ers and win 10 games.
Oh, it is. It's Detroit Tom, so I can say it to both of you right now. Merry Clinchmas.
Merry Clinchmas indeed. I saw you post your last one with that title. That was brilliant.
You loved it?
Hey, how nervous are you guys, though, if the Lions had to play the Rams in the first round?
Very.
I think it's going to be a hard-fought game.
I think we got about 10 coaches that have a shot, but I think it comes down to the winner for Coach of the Year. It'll be the winner of the NFC West, the NFC East, the NFC North, which we all know is Dan Campbell, and it isn't even close. Nobody else is going to get double-digit here.
Yeah.
Because they all have 8 losses or more, right?
What about Ryan?
Who?
D'Amico Ryan, Texans coach.
Go Lions with them losing and falling out of playoff contention.
Yeah, they're 8-7 now. He's not getting it.
Did I miss any?
8-7. Is that right? They got 50.
They're 8-7 right now. They're not even in second in their division. They're in third.
So if they win out and make the playoffs, he still has a shot. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
but
I
they
miss
also
any topics I need to
they
go?
also have to win out.
It's fly by the seat of the pants night. I didn't have a chance to do topics because I was running late all day today. I was
There's
procrastinating.
there's 3 coaches in the AFC that have a shot: Harbaugh, Stefanski, and the Dolphins coach.
Yep.
Mike
You know
McCain.
what? You know what made me laugh this
Yeah, but
morning?
I don't think
Wait,
that
Bill.
the playoffs should be disqualified to make a run.
It shouldn't, but it more than likely will.
Yeah,
It's one of those scenarios like naming an MVP isn't a quarterback. Like chances are,
Right. I mean,
Tyreek Hill's not going to win it.
and he deserves it.
McCaffrey probably won't win it.
this is the year, the best chance of a year in a long time at quarterbacks. Should have won MVP.
I think, and I've said this, and you have to look at the losing points of these teams. The Lions, when they lost most of their games, who was not in the lineup? Right back now.
Yep.
With the 49ers, who was not in the lineup that meant more? CMC, Debo Samuel, or was it actually Trent Williams? It was Trent Williams because they were in that game versus Baltimore till Trent Williams went down.
Yep.
When Trent Williams went down, they were gone. So I think we need to start thinking about giving big uglies some love for the MVP because they truly are the MVPs of the team. Because if certain ones go down, that team has no shot.
Yeah.
That should be an award, like best O lineman of the year or whatever.
Alignment's never won MVP, have they?
Not one.
No, never.
Never.
It's either been a quarterback, a running back, or a wide receiver. And I think one time in the entire NFL history, it was a defensive player.
I was going to say, has there ever been one?
What?
Who was it? Lawrence Taylor?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
It was either Lawrence Taylor or you got to go further back to
Somebody,
the
I'm
Four
out.
Horsemen days and go back to Paul Krause.
Yeah.
Paul Brown played football.
Yeah.
Not Paul. Yeah, Paul Brown played, but not Paul Brown. Paul Krause.
Hey, look it up because now I want to know.
I thought you said Paul Brown. I was like, I didn't know you played football.
You know what?
Paul Krause, the safety. The Paul Krause was the safety for the Minnesota Vikings that still holds the career interception
Yeah.
record.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I thought you said. I just thought you said Paul Brown.
So
Okay.
the first,
Wait, Will was trying to say something.
You know what topic caught my eye this morning? The whole, especially that has to do with FTP, is the Mackenzie Alexander thing, where he went on as a captain. You know what makes me laugh even further? I bet you he did it because he was like, oh, I'm from Charlotte. I should be one of the captains against the Panthers. And guess who's suspended for the next game? Mackenzie Alexander against who? I think they're playing the Vikings. And it's
Jair Alexander, you mean?
Jair, yeah, Jair.
I'm sorry, Jair Alexander.
I was going to get to that, Will. You know, let's run the show that we were talking about coaches and MVP. We weren't going on about suspensions or any of that yet. You know, you just interrupt and start talking totally off topic.
Sorry.
So, Dom, to answer your question, Alan Page was the first one in 71, and then Lawrence Taylor won it in 86.
So that's the only 2 defensive MVPs there's ever been.
Yes.
Because I think there's only been one Super Bowl MVP, right, for defense.
Even though I got the player wrong, I had the team right and the era right. I said the Four Horsemen era, but I said Paul Krause, not Alan Page.
So Alan Page played for the Vikings.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
That guy
a
was scary.
tackle. The guy was amazing.
Did they go to any Super Bowls when them guys played?
Yeah.
I know they never won one.
And they went over. just like the Bills.
Also, the Vikings are the Bills of the NFC.
Yes.
And if the Lions would have been better, whatever year that was, and I still think he got like 1 or 2 votes. But if we would have like made the playoffs, DeAndre Levy could have won an MVP.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, if that year in 2014-15, Levy was unhinged.
Who the fuck is DeAndre Levy?
Linebacker, Detroit
Still.
Lions. Go back, look up his stats.
I
Dude,
never heard of
100. He had like 130 tackles, 4 or 5 sacks, like 6 or 7 picks.
And 3 forced fumbles.
Yeah.
The guy hit. He wasn't a big linebacker. He was just one of the most solid hitting, average size linebackers I ever seen, and he was quick, sideline to sideline.
Yeah, he was.
We haven't had a big linebacker since Chris Spielman.
Until now,
Say Jack Campbell.
Yep.
Jack Campbell is almost the exact size of Chris Spielman.
Say Jack Campbell's an old school linebacker.
Yep.
He's like 250.
It started. He had a concussion one year and missed 2 games, right, for DeAndre Levy, and then he got his arm broke, wasn't it? And never came back from it.
Yeah, like they mismanaged his injury and wanted him to come back, and then there was something with the injury settlement.
What's that background noise?
I don't know.
Oh, that's my boy on someone else's podcast, and he's loud.
Oh, what the heck is it? Where's that coming from?
He's gone off the eggnog. That's my fault.
Wow,
Mm.
interesting. So let me get back to my.
Oh, Jerry, I got a question. I'm sure you know. Is Baker Mayfield's contract up after this year?
Yes.
Yes.
He was a 1-year signing to see what would happen. I bet you they re-signed him.
I would. I just looked at his numbers earlier. I mean, they've won 4. They're getting hot at the right time. He's got like 26 TDs, less than 10 picks.
You know what he's playing like? Golf
Don't
last
be
year.
fooled. Don't be fooled.
But
Baker does this.
the Packers did suspend cornerback Jair Alexander for 1 game following the coin toss incident versus Carolina.
So wait, what did he actually get suspended for?
During the coin toss, he got belligerent with the officials.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
I saw he got suspended, but they didn't really say what it's for. They just said Jair Alexander will be suspended this week. I was like,
He
oh,
wasn't suspended by the NFL. He was suspended by the team.
but I didn't know what he did.
Speaking of Packers, Christian Watson makes Bob Sanders look like an Iron Man.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm sorry. Did I miss the topic? I had to go.
Bob Sanders was good.
Oh yeah.
When healthy.
Yeah.
He was tiny. Like not even 5'10".
Who was
I know
that?
he was good safety for the Colts.
Right.
Bob Sanders, yeah. He played bigger than he was. You agree with that, guys?
Oh,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah. I liked him.
Kind of like Louis Delmas. Louis Delmas wasn't a great big safety either, but he played bigger than he was.
That dude hit with a checkbook.
So was Rodney Harrison.
That's cool, Patty. Patty just ordered her Detroit Lions NFC North shirt. Yes,
Nice.
Buck will re-sign Baker. Baker looks so much better in Tampa.
No, he don't. Don't get fooled by him. He'll have one good year, then he'll have a bad year, then he'll have a good year, then he'll have a bad year.
You know, I do want Branch to be that Lewis Delmas type of player without the injuries.
Yeah, Branch was a smaller safety.
He's more talented than Delmas.
Mm-hmm. And hits almost as good.
Yeah.
We saw that when he stood up Behan and he got a penalty because the helmet popped off.
So, Rumble had a question for the panel.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Will it be a QB or not? I think Sam Laporta is up there now with C.J. Stroud missing a couple of games. I think that hurts his chances.
With Stroud out, I think Puka gets it.
That's my two front runners right now is Puka, Laporta, and you also got to throw in now with the way he's played as a 5th round pick, Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
I
Wait,
think Gibbs.
So,
What was that?
I
John?
think
is
I
he
think
rookie?
I think Nakua only needs 100 yards or something to break the receiving record for a rookie.
Yeah, and Laporta needs like 130 to break the receiving yards record for
I
a
don't.
QB.
I don't think Kyron Williams is a rookie, or is he?
He was an undrafted free agent rookie
Yes.
or a 5th round rookie this year.
He's averaging almost 100 rushing yards a game because he's missed some games.
But Devin
Yeah.
Ashane would have had it hands down had he not had to miss 4 games.
I think you need to throw Gibbs in the top 5 at least.
It's borderline because he does have the touchdown production at 9.
Yeah, but you can't put him over Laporta on the Lions.
No.
No, right now I
I'm
think
not
1 and
saying
2, 1 and 2, and you can say it's 1A, 1B is Puka Nacua and Laporta.
I mean, in a less stacked,
So,
Oh,
nominated.
it's his second season. Okay, Kyron Williams, it's his second season.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Puka. Now that I would have said Tank Dell, but Tank Dell's also
I
out.
think
So,
been out
Yeah.
for 3 weeks now.
I would say Puka.
I think it's Puka and Laporta. And if Laporta breaks all the records for receptions, yards, and touchdowns for a tight end, I think he gets it.
I
All
don't,
the games to get them.
and it's at the expense of JMO, and I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
When was the last time?
When
When was the last time a rookie won tight end?
more JMO, but
the last time a rookie tight end won it,
more
I think
draft.
it
Yeah.
was
Who?
Mike Ditka.
Yeah,
Damn,
he
it's been
won,
that long.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's
Is he the only one? Is he the only tight end to win the award?
I'm pretty sure. He was
Yeah,
one of the
that
last,
sounds
if not
about
the
right.
only one.
what rookie of the year?
Yeah.
I think
I'm,
so.
I'm surprised.
Wrong.
I'm surprised Gronkowski did it.
Yeah, but Gronk, if you remember right, he wasn't the number one guy the whole season.
No, he wasn't.
It was
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez, and Aaron Hernandez got hurt. Then Gronk came in and lit it up, and they used them both. And because of that, it took away from both of them because it was going to be Aaron Hernandez in the land side prior to Gronk starting.
Yeah, Gronk had like 50 catches for like 600 yards, but he had like 12 TDs.
Mm-hmm.
So I
And
know
then,
he
like,
had a bunch of teams.
17 the next year.
Yeah, that's like he had that 1 year where he had 17 for a tight end. That's crazy.
Oh,
To me, it's not, because a tight end should be your number one target in the red zone.
It is a safety valve.
Yeah,
It
but
is
still,
that.
that's a touchdown a game. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You can do that when you have Belichick and Tom Brady and the blood oath.
Because, I mean, if you get double-digit tight ends, you're having a pretty good season. 17, that's...
Know that, Jordan? You're a Patriots fan.
so
Good work with Denver the other day, by the way.
No, it wasn't. I need to lose that game. We can't even think right over here.
So looks like Jeremy Shockey won it
Oh, Jeremy Shockey?
Shockey.
Really?
in 2002.
Huh.
What were his numbers?
Oh, that was when he was with the Giants. He was drafted by the Giants, right, Shockey?
Yeah.
Yep.
So he was the last one to win it then.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
But
Miami
anyway,
kind of be tight end you. Didn't Bubba Franks go there too?
I would have never thought Jeremy Shockey.
don't
If
know.
anything, I'd have thought like Jason Witten or somebody. Tonio Gates.
So his rookie of the year. No, he had 74 receiving. I mean, what the heck?
I'd
Receptions.
say 74 receiving yards and one rookie of the year.
No, 74 receptions, 894 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
2?
Yeah, but you gotta think that was all. You gotta think that was also in 2002.
And he won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Who fin? Do you have the rest? Like who finished second through fifth?
Let me look.
That was also 2000. You guys gotta think that was also 2002. It was a different game. 800 yards in 2002 for a tight end's a lot.
yeah, but the record was 908 set by Mike Ditka.
I mean, 800 yards is kind of a lot for a tight end. Period.
But I'm saying in 2002, especially, that's a lot. That's like a comparable to 1,200 yards now.
What do you think what Mike Ditka did in 12 games back when he did it, when he got 908 yards? And
Yeah,
10
exactly.
touchdowns? I mean, you're talking about a different era, and it wasn't a passing league then.
No, he had 1,000.
What?
Ditka
what?
had over 1,000 and
Or over 1,000
like
and 10
14
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Was it 14?
I bet-
I thought the
Here's
record
a-
is 12.
Here's a better question. Here's a better question. Here's a better question. Who was the quarterback when Jeremy Shockey won Rookie of the Year? Because it wasn't Eli Manning.
Kurt Warner, wasn't it?
For the Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah, after he left the Cardinals.
No, right
I
before.
mean, after he left the Rams
Rams.
before he got to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I didn't know Kurt Warner ever even played for the Giants.
Small stint.
I knew he played for the Cardinals and Rams.
Oh no, I'm totally wrong. It wasn't.
Oh
Shaq.
no.
I think it was Ditka.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Kerry Collins, maybe. Yeah, I can see that line draw. I just.
No, I didn't. Who was? I'm trying to think of the one.
It was Collins. Okay.
Gary Collins.
Kerry Collins. He won Rookie of the Year.
No,
the year when
he was
Jeremy
the quarterback.
Shockey won Rookie of the Year, he was the quarterback.
Oh, gosh, I ain't heard of that name in a while. Kerry Collins.
That
Did
was
he play
my-
till he's like? Wasn't he a backup like till he was like 37 or something?
He played for the Panthers. He started for them.
And in 2002, Clinton Portis won Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh,
Jeremy
Clinton
Shockey
Portis.
won.
He was Redskins, right?
Yep.
Portis, yeah. Broncos and
remember
then
that.
Redskins.
Yeah, he was Redskins. Right of that. Clinton Portis. He played on. I think he played on the Miami Hurricanes team.
He did.
We pretty much covered everything. You know what it's time for, boys, don't you?
You didn't cover the Russell Wilson.
Oh, yeah. And Russell Wilson's getting benched for Jared Stedham because he's been sucking butt.
Because he lost to the Patriots. We ended Russell Wilson's career.
And Rich Gannon won the MVP in 2002.
But
Yep.
lost the Super Bowl.
He was an underrated quarterback.
Who did he lose to the Super Bowl to? Oh, yeah. Brad Johnson and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their former coach, John Gruden.
Don't even say Brad Johnson. Say Warren Sapp and all them guys.
Derek
Hey,
Brooks.
don't care. Brad Johnson was the QB. No different than the year that the Ravens won it. It wasn't Trent Dilfer, but Trent Dilfer was a Super Bowl winning QB.
But who won them the game? The defense.
It doesn't
And
matter.
special teams. Dexter Jackson returned 2 kicks.
So tomorrow night we got the steaming pile. I mean the steaming hot New York Jets coming off a win going into Cleveland. Who's winning this game, Jordan?
Tim Boyle versus the Browns. Joe Flacco is going to put up 400 yards against his old team because they didn't re-sign him back.
Tim
Jet-
Boyle is not in New York anymore.
He's not?
It was his former team.
He went to the Texans.
Oh, that's right.
He went to the Texans.
I got Joe Flacco putting up 400 yards against it. What's that echo?
Against the Jets defense?
Yes. Because Flacco knows the Jets.
Oh,
There
it's
was
Tom.
another
Tom, when you hop back in, we got an echo.
Yeah, there's a huge echo.
Oh, is it me?
Dan Leonard. Yep.
Hang on.
Dan Leonard says Cleveland. Duh.
Yeah, I got Flacco putting up 400 yards. I got Browns winning 31-13.
Oh no. According to Google, he was a Jet in 2022.
Mm-hmm. He was.
Yeah,
Boyle.
he was a Jet last year. That's what I said.
There we go. Yep, no echo. We're good. All right. Who you got? Keegan? Nope, there it is again. I don't know why we're getting that. There.
I got
Yeah, that
the
was
Browns.
bad.
I think Flacco is going to throw all over. Flacco is going to have a revenge game against his former team, and he's going to. And plus, Amari Cooper last week with Joe Flacco, they went off. So I wouldn't expect the same thing going against the Jets.
Never know.
Yep. I had Amari Cooper too.
Who you got?
Dog pound.
The dog pound. All right, that's good enough. Dom?
Browns. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, I chose the Browns as well. Next
You
up,
mean you ain't picking your favorite team, the Jets?
he's talking to Dom.
Yeah.
You're not picking your Jets, Dom?
You're not picking the Aaron Rodgers-led Jets?
The storm took out the West Loop substation.
Or Packers West? Or Packers East? Whatever.
Packers East. Get him, Jordan. And rumble your Drake. Next up, we got Hot Messlana. The Fail Cats going in to face off against the Bears. Who you got? Keegan.
What's the Falcons secondary ranked? Top 10?
No idea.
They got Jesse. They got Jesse Bates.
Yeah, I said they have a good secondary, so I feel like the Falcons defense will give them the win this week.
Wow. Well,
As much as this makes me puke, I'm going with the Bears.
let's see. Okay. I don't see an echo on Dom's side. Don't the panel collectively should be the Fail Cants? Yeah. I think the Fail Cants should win, but I think this is the Bears' best chance to win because that run defense is god awful.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Jordan? It's Taylor Heineke, though. Nope, Jordan just left. Damn it. Tom left. It's back to three again. That's okay. I ran with the trio. I've had a quartet. I've had a quintet. Why can't I just have twins? Austin Hacker says I got Atlanta by 3. So you say the Bears are going to win? Okay. Jordan, who do you got? The Bears or the Fail Cants?
I got the Bears in a close one, 21-20.
Dom, who you got? Falcons versus the Bears. Hello? I'm taking the Falcons. What the hell?
Taking the Dirty Birds.
Because the Bears suck against the run.
Mm-hmm.
So all they got to do is feed Tyson Algier and behind the ball, and they should win. Hey, I see you down, and he's gone.
Yep.
Next up, we got the Raiders going to face off against the Minshew Mania Colts. We got Keegan.
I'm gonna say, goddamn, Antonio Pierce is a dog. I gotta go with the Raiders.
Who you got, Jordan?
Just because I want this to happen, I want the Raiders to win out and the Chiefs to lose out. I'm going Raiders 23-20.
Vogel.
The Raiders are coming off a big statement win against the Chiefs. Give me the Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders as well. Oh, God. Leonard, if you're in the chat, you're not going to like the next one I announced. The
What is it,
LA
the Giants and Commanders?
The LA Rams are facing the Giants. Is anybody taking the Giants? Raise your hand.
Nope.
You're
Wow,
kidding.
Patriots taking the Giants.
I'm going upset. Tommy DeVito shocks the world.
Isn't DeVito hurt?
He's hurt.
Oh, even better, Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, God.
24-23.
What's with
Rams.
these crazy scores?
Yeah. What is it with
He
these?
likes doing this.
I psyched you all. I said 24-23 Rams.
Okay.
It's like,
You're
Rams.
taking the Rams, right? Yeah, I'm taking the Rams. Oh, yeah. Era Scrota versus the Philadelphia Beagles. They ain't flying high. I can't call them Eagles lately. They've been losing a lot.
Yeah, 4 or 5, I think.
Who you got, Keegan?
It's Cards versus Eagles. And I take Eagles.
Yeah, it is at Philly. All right, Jordan.
One of the birds will win.
oh, really?
Ooh.
Hard one to say there, wasn't it?
That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Okay, I'm going to catch you up here, Dom. You there? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that goes back.
I don't care about the rest. I want to get it straight. Atlanta at the Bears.
God damn it. Fuck.
That was great.
I'm going Eagles though, 34-20 over Cardinals.
Okay. And you said the Eagles too, right, Vogel?
Yes, sir.
Keegan,
I take the Beagles.
take the Beagles.
I think that one's a sweep.
I'm going to go upset of the week. I'm going to go off the rails. I'm going to be stupid and say the Cardinals win because that defense doesn't look that good, and Matt Patricia's running it. It only stops people between the 20s. It doesn't stop them in the red zone.
But that offense, though.
That has looked like trash lately.
That's right.
Yeah, besides the last week.
Yeah, last week they had a good week. They were versus a trash team. Come on.
Yeah. But they still gave up 25 points.
And that, yep. Cards beat Dallas. Anything is possible.
Yep.
New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield versus Derek. Oh no, he's hurt. Oh, Egg versus. I don't know. Who
This is pretty much for the
Famous,
division.
famous Jameis.
It's famous Jameis. Huh.
This is pretty much for
Who
the
you
division.
taking, Keegan?
I got Bucks.
Jordan.
Baker Mayfield's about to disappoint. I got Saints taking this one 20-17.
Saints haven't beat the Bucks in 3 years in Tampa. That's all I got to say. Who you got, Vogel?
The Baconeers.
The Baconeers. My dad says Tampa and Bay. Austin Hacker says the Bucks, and I agree. Buccaneers win and take the division. San Fran at Washington. Is anybody taking the foreskins?
You know what's funny? Buccaneers might actually finish with a better record this year than with Tom Brady. Just saying that.
Yeah, all they need is 2 more wins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who'd you say? Commanders and who?
Niners.
Niners at foreskins. Is anybody taking Washington?
Nobody's going to take off a pissed off San Fran team in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the Lions, other than when Trent Williams was hurt, and Trent Williams is practicing this week, so that's why I have them winning.
Fuck, I could be playing left tackle and I'd have them winning.
Yeah.
LOL, Jacoby Brissett is starting. Yeah, they're screwed.
Yep.
All right. No, I'm going to skip that one. Miami at Baltimore. Here's the game of the week at 1 o'clock.
This could be for the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Mm-hmm. Because if Miami wins, they get the 1 seed. If only thing Ravens have done is clinch their division, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if Baltimore wins this game, they have the number 1 seed locked.
Right. It takes this game.
Yeah, if they win this game, it's locked.
And it's in Baltimore. And the Dolphins kind of suck on the road versus good teams. So, Keegan, who you got?
I know who I'm taking.
So Waddle's hurt. Tyreek is back questionable.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, if Tyreek ankle is hurting him badly and Waddle's out, Ravens are going to have a field day with them.
Vogel?
I got Ravens.
Jordan?
I got Ravens by 4, 31-27.
Nice. I'm shaking the Ravens as well. I don't see how the Dolphins can beat that defense.
No, exactly.
Although we
Let's
did,
talk about the offense. It has to do with the defense.
although some of us did rule out the Finns last week against the Cowboys.
Who didn't?
You.
Jerry's like, losers. I love it.
Tennessee at Houston, led by Davis Mills and Tim Boyle.
And Case Keenum. They'll probably play all 3.
Case Keenum. They'll probably play all 3.
To see whose shit stinks worse.
Okay, well, who you got?
Oh man. I'm gonna say
This is the battle for bottom of the division.
I'm gonna say Texans, but in a close one because of their defense.
You say the Texans?
Yes, sir.
I got 2 people saying Texans so far. Jordan?
I disagree. I'm going to say the Titans take this one. 24-20.
Vrabel's playing for his job.
He is.
Yep.
Keegan?
So I have Stroud in fantasy. I read his profile, and they said he had limited practice. So if he plays, I'm taking the Texans. If not, Texans.
No. We have to go what we know right now. Are you with what you know today? Or would you take the Titans or would you take the Texans?
Yeah, I found that out today.
So you're taking the Texans?
Yes.
That was
I'll take the
complicated.
Texans too.
Nope.
Because if it's Stroud versus Levis, Stroud's better.
Oh,
Yes,
fine,
and
fine.
if Stroud is out, that Texans defense will.
Yeah.
Demolish them.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Steelers going to Seattle after their big win over the Bengals. You got King.
Oh, I got Sea Chickens.
Sea Chickens? I'm going to skip the Vogel because I know Jordan likes to give a score.
Sea chickens.
Jordan?
Seattle's going to blow the Steelers out. I'm calling it.
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph, welcome back to Earth. 27-6, Seattle.
I would give
That's
them
the Sea
5.
Chickens went into. We got the Chargers facing Jared Stedham and the Denver Broncos. Who you got? Well,
I've got a tie. The first tie this year. I think it's going to end like
12-12.
probably like 10-10 somehow.
Okay. Jordan.
Just for shit and giggles, I'm going to say the Broncos are going to win, but it's going to be 11-8.
Jeez.
All right, Keegan.
I'm in the same boat with Will. Tie 0-0.
Oh God, that'd be hilarious.
No, they're going to score.
I'm going to be the asshole here. Broncos are pissed off after the embarrassing loss to the Patriots. They're at home versus the Chargers. I'm taking the Broncos in a blowout. They're going to pull their best impression of the Raiders and only score 42.
Nice.
Cincinnati goes to Kansas City. We got the Joe Burrow-less-led Cincinnati Bengals with Jake Browning versus Mahomes and no wide receivers and a dropzilla named Travis Kelce. Who you got, Keegan?
You know what? Joe Burrow has gone into Arrowhead and won. I feel like this is the same thing, but it's just a whole different quarterback. Since he knows how to beat Kansas City at their place, so I'm taking Cincy.
Nice. Who you got, Will?
The Bungles.
Who you got, Jordan?
You got two pissed off teams coming off losses, the teams they probably should have beat. Both teams are fighting for kind of their playoff lives. I'm going to take the home team in this one. I do think the Chiefs win. As much as I'd like to see the Chiefs not make the playoffs, I'm going to take the Chiefs at home. 24-21.
Oh, and he's back. His camera's in the right position. Tom, let's catch you up with these picks.
How's the audio though?
Good.
I hear him swallow.
Okay.
That didn't come out right.
I tried to do it on a different phone, but
Yep. All right,
Want
Atlanta.
it now?
Who you got, Dom? Atlanta at Chicago.
I'm actually gonna pick Chicago.
Las Vegas at Indy.
Ooh.
That's almost a game of the week with how those two teams are playing.
Carr's still hurt, right?
Carr
Vegas
doesn't
doesn't
play
play
for
for Carr.
Chiefs.
He doesn't play for the Raiders, remember? It's Aiden O'Connell.
It's Aiden O'Connell's.
Wait, Raiders who? I'm sorry.
Raiders
Colts. Gardner Minshew. Colts.
I'm going Raiders just because I didn't even know. I guess I spaced out. It was one of the games on Christmas. The Raiders beat the Chiefs, and O'Connell had like 65 yards passing, and the Chiefs got tore up by a backup running back.
Yeah.
I just want to see that narrative of the Raiders rallying behind an interim coach so they don't hire him.
Rams at Giants.
Oh, Rams for sure.
Okay. Arizona Redbirds or Ratbirds, whatever you want to call them, versus the Philadelphia Beagles because their offense hasn't been scoring.
Say the smart answer. Say a bird.
Eagles on the get right.
I took the Cardinals. I said that's my upset special of the week.
It's possible.
Matt Patricia's leading the defense. You tell me.
He just wants to get that number one seed.
And now look how awful that Eagles pass defense is.
They are bad.
Yeah. Darius Slay has disappeared. I said he'd retire by halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
49. New Orleans at Tampa Bay. That is a good game for the division.
Yep.
Baker Mayfield versus famous Jameis. Back in his place where he threw more interceptions than any other home quarterback.
Tampa, they're rolling.
Mm-hmm. 49ers versus Foreskins.
I'm going to pick the foreskin because I have dreams of getting that number 1 seed.
Miami at Baltimore.
Ooh.
That's the game of the week right there.
Ooh.
But Waddle is out, and Tyreek Hill has got an ankle issue and has been less than limited. He's missed two practices.
I mean, even fully healthy, I'm still picking Baltimore. That looks like, well, I mean, prior to what I saw the other night, I thought that that Baltimore and Frisco was a potential Super Bowl matchup, but yeah, I'm picking Baltimore.
But Brock Purdy.
He did.
Yeah, Brock Purdy didn't play too Purdy, did he?
I didn't see any of it, but I don't know what happened. He didn't. What, he get sacked once or none?
Titans at Texans, and C.J. Stroud is back practicing.
They just played they just played a few weeks ago.
Tight, strictly because it's a late in the year matchup with a healthy Derrick Henry against the Texans. Like, Derrick Henry might go for 200 yards. Like, I want to pick the Texans, but history tells me otherwise. Is Levis still hurt?
Yes.
No, Levis is playing.
Levis is playing
So,
too.
wait.
versus Stroud.
Wait, Jeremy said, yeah, he's still hurt. Jordan said Levis is going to play. Which is it?
No, it's Levis. Levis is starting.
Okay. Levis is starting, and Stroud is a possibility to start at this point.
Yeah, still.
So you're going to pick Titans?
Yeah.
Okay. The Squealers at the Sea Chickens.
Oh, God.
Don't pick Mason Rudolph.
What's going on with Gino? Like, is he healthy now, or has he just been bent?
Gino played last week, and they won.
Oh, he did play?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was the week before when Drew Lock won the game for him.
Yeah, he played last week.
Wait, it's at Pittsburgh or at Seattle?
At Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, I'll take K9 and the Seahawks.
All right. The Chargers. Go Chargers. At Broncos.
Oh.
No Russell Wilson.
I was going to say, who's Denver?
Jared Stidham.
They sat him.
Jared Stidham versus Easton Stick.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's at Denver?
Yeah.
So flip a coin, pretty much.
Denver.
This is my phone. This is my phone.
That's my phone.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I wasn't in charge of it. Clown. Yeah, Denver.
Bengals at Chiefs. Chiefs can't catch a cold. It's Jake Browning going to do his best impersonation of Joe Burrow there.
You know, he was playing really well until last week.
Yep.
You know a fun fact?
What's that?
The Bengals are 8-2 outside their division this year. They're 0-5 in it.
Right. They've lost every divisional game.
Yeah.
Wait, Bengals and who?
The Bengals are 8-2 outside their division this year. They're 0-5 in their division. That's why they're 8-7.
They're at Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm going Bengals.
Me too.
Me too.
Green Bay at Minnesota. Now we're there. We are all caught up, everybody.
This is the game of the week.
No.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's for playoffs. Whoever loses is out. That got to make Lions fans happy.
Right. I understand. Whoever loses is out.
So
But
that's game of the week.
if you want to look at it the way we want it to go, Dom, I'm starting with you. The Packers versus Minnesota in Minnesota, and Minnesota is already 1-0 against them.
Are they still starting Nick Mullen?
Yep.
Mm.
And Jair Alexander is suspended for this week by the team.
Is this game in Lambeau?
No.
No,
it's
In Minnesota.
Minnesota. I'm going Packers.
Ooh, you're doing it the wrong way. You know what I say?
It's just to even out the Vegas over under.
I don't care about the Vegas over under this
Right
week.
around their number.
This is why I want it to go this way. I want the Vikings to win, because that knocks the Packers out of the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing for the number 1 seed because there's a chance any team could lose at any time, right?
Right.
So we are going to play our starters. Dan Campbell said he doesn't believe in resting because when you rest players, it gets rust. When they get rusty, they don't play as well in the playoffs.
Right. I mean, they weren't going to bench the starters unless our seed was
number 1 already and clinched. So that being said, you want Minnesota to win this week and then us spank them again next week. And we're the only team in the North that makes it to the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we want, but.
And that's what I'm picking to. That's why I went that way. I just wanted to get my train of thought out there. I'm not picking with my head this week. I'm picking with my heart.
That's fair.
All right. But you're taking the Packers, right?
Yep.
Vogel?
Vikings, because those 3 words we love saying. That's all I'm saying.
Jordan?
I'm taking the Packers by a point. 17 to 16.
Keegan?
I feel like Justin Jefferson is pissed, and he's gonna have a game. I feel like Minnesota will win.
I'm picking the Vikings. Why? Fuck the Packers.
Exactly. That's why I said those 3 words we love saying.
Last but not least, we're going back to a 1:00 game because their fan is on the show. I would have put the Carolina Panthers last, but their games don't matter. New England, Buffalo.
Which way are you going?
Keegan. New England at Buffalo.
I got Buffalo.
I never shoot it down. I never
Vogel?
shot.
Buffalo.
Tom?
Buffalo.
Jordan?
There's no way that Bill Belichick and the Patriots are sweeping the Bills. But with this being said, they'll find a way to fuck up the tank even more. Patriots are going to win this week, 24-21.
I can see it too. Fuck it.
Look at this.
Your heartfelt one here.
If
New
he's one
England wins, beats the Bills, and knocks them out of the playoffs.
Yep, they'll fuck up the tank. They're going to fuck up their position. They're going to somehow be. Last week they were number 2. Now they're number 4. After this week they'll be like number 9
or 11, somewhere in there, 9 through 11.
I mean, at least you came with some potentially supporting evidence. But I was sitting there and I'm like, wait, is Jordan one of these guys that will never pick against his team? Like,
I'm trying to do reverse psychology. I'm hoping we lose, but
no, he's not being like Andrew and Logan.
I mean, Eric Wilson from Sideline picks against the Cowboys every week.
And last but not least, and we got to start with Jordan because everybody else loves the Lions. The Detroit Lions in the game of the week on Saturday night, prime time, all by its lonesome because it replaces the Monday night game. Detroit
so this game got moved from Monday night to Saturday night.
Yeah, because of New Year's.
Oh, okay.
Always Saturday.
When I think the moving is they moved it because they can't have same days as college football,
Right.
but
Because
they
of New
move
Year's
it.
Eve.
But they move it Saturday night, and there is a bowl game.
Right.
At
They
that
moved it
time,
to
too.
Saturday night. There's maybe a bowl game, but you cannot trump the New Year's Eve bowl games because those are college playoff games. Is why they did it.
Yeah.
So who do the Lions play?
No. The playoff games are on New Year's Day.
There's New York. Oh, okay. But I'm just saying, all the big bowl. There's a lot of big New Year's Eve bowl games, the prime ones.
Right.
Who's you saying the Lions play?
The Lions are playing the Cowgirls in
Oh, okay.
Dallas.
You know who I'm taking?
You're taking the Lions.
Nope.
Bitch.
I gotta do it. I gotta take the Cowboys in this one. I think Dak Prescott roasts that secondary this week. If there's a weakness on the Lions, that's their weakness.
Okay, what is it? What's your score?
41-0.
Bullshit. That's just being a hater there. Okay, Dom.
He left.
Okay, Will.
You know who I'm going for.
I know who you're going for, but give a good take on it at least.
You know what? I'm gonna say this about it, and I'll explain more on Friday. I've got Detroit because Tyron Smith's hurt and Travis Frederick got hurt last game. So guess who's O-line? He's banged up.
Oh, they lost another guy last week too that you forget.
Tyler Beardas or whatever.
Zach Martin went down.
Yeah, so they're
Travis Martin,
deep.
Travis Frederick, Tyron Smith, and Zach Martin got hurt last week.
They're in trouble. They're in big trouble.
Still got the Cowgirls.
You're crazy.
30-27. That's my actual score prediction.
That's a more realistic score prediction, at least. I'll give you that. I could live with that even.
So we cover.
No, I just had a troll for a second since the Lions won their division title.
All right. Who you got, Dom?
I was going to say, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I can. This was definitely a game I had circled as an L when I saw the schedule, but the last few weeks, I started getting a sneaky feeling that we would win this game. And yeah, I've got us winning.
Keegan?
I'm going to say with Cowboys losing to Miami close, I feel like we can hang in there with the Cowboys and just shore things up. Dan Campbell's defense is going to show out, and we're going to get a win.
I got us running all over the Dallas defense because they can't stop the run. It's a sieve. We got two guys that are capable. We got a guy averaging like 4.2 yards per carry and a rookie averaging almost 6 yards per carry.
Yep.
Together, they have more touchdowns this year, right now, than we had with Swift and Jamal Williams, who set the franchise record for touchdowns in a season.
Yep.
Yeah, but he hasn't faced Micah Parsons yet, the defensive player of the year.
They still suck at the run, though.
They still suck at the run. Micah Parsons makes 1 tackle for loss in the run game and misses 5.
Yeah, because he ever pursuits. He does.
Exactly. He's
That
great
at
rushing
Dallas
the
or at
passer,
Miami?
but this game is at Dallas.
No, I'm saying the game
That was
on
at
Christmas.
Miami when they lost.
I got Miami.
The game on Christmas is at Miami.
Yep.
First game to Dallas.
And also, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson was cleared to come back to practice last week and was activated. He is practicing this week.
Do you know what the spread in this game is?
4 points.
4 points Dallas.
Yep.
Or 6 earlier.
So I was about right then. I said 3, so.
Which means by the point spread, the Lions still win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a 3-point spread for a team is essentially 0 because they always give the home team 3 points.
Actually,
Yeah.
the line is Dallas by 6.
No,
The over-under is 53.5.
Wow, they're thinking Dallas is going to kick some ass.
You're
It's
crazy.
the highest over in the league, 6 or 7 points.
What's the over under?
53.5.
It's
Over.
Versus
I have them scoring 7.
and the Jets, 35.
Yeah, I'm going all Homer Aid and Hart this week. I picked with my heart all week. I've been doing it all season, and I'm at 65% so far.
You've been doing it all year except 1 week.
Oh, I picked with my heart that week too. It's just my heart sucked.
Also, you picked the Lions to lose. You picked one team to lose to.
Hey, and I picked the right one, didn't I?
Yeah, they lost. That was one of their 4 losses. Yeah.
I said it was coming, and I said it was Baltimore. I said they could,
Yeah.
win, but they're not gonna.
I thought it was Seattle.
No, I picked the Lions to win that one, and I was wrong.
Oh, okay.
It was Baltimore.
It was
I said
Baltimore. It was Baltimore. I was there.
I said I don't see us winning this game. It's in Baltimore. They're rabid. Yes, our fans travel well. I just thought it would be a better game than what it was.
Yeah, Baltimore kicked a lot of people's ass.
But Baltimore, if they wouldn't have went to that prevent defense in the fourth quarter, that San Francisco game was over in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
They said they're a weird team because they play down to their opponent a little bit, but then when they play a good team, they actually play really well.
Right, but because they've had a good record, second place in their division, they don't play a lot of bad teams.
Yeah.
Ralph Williams Media says, hello, guys. Hope everyone had a good holiday and Happy New Year. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you for
Thank you, sir.
Well, that is all the pick'ems. I want to thank everybody in the chat. Austin Hacker, Patty Grimes, Lions Rumble, Ralph Williams, Smoking Dad. Will Vogel was there too. Now he's here. Some sort of juxtapose there. I want to thank all of my show partners here. I want to thank Detroit Dom, even though he had to jump out. I get it. Keegan, Vogel.
He wants to think Hooker and Blow saves the day.
Yes. Next year we need to find a wide receiver or tight end with the name Blow. They have to be on the team. Even if it's spelled Blau, I'm going to pronounce it Blow.
Real quick, we skipped the game.
Which one?
Panthers versus Jags.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm gonna say over under is 50 for fans. Will
Panthers and Jags. Who we taking? Who you guys think?
I'm not even taking the Jags. The Jags have been garbage. The Panthers have been garbage. It's a tie.
Yeah, I don't even care about that game anymore.
Can you get negative points?
I think so.
Yeah.
I got it. It'll be a 6-6 tie, 3 safeties for each team.
Ha!
George shakes his head, but you can actually see it happening. Because defensively, both teams are better than their offenses lately.
Yep.
No Trevor Lawrence this week.
Yep. Trevor Lawrence is out.
He's officially out this time.
Maybe this is the week where Panthers fuck up and get their third win and drop out of that first pick.
I think they got it locked right now.
Yeah, they got to win.
Because the only team that has three or less wins other than them is Arizona.
Right.
Yeah, Arizona could jump them if Arizona loses.
If Arizona loses,
Yeah, I don't know who would have that tiebreaker. It'd be based on strength of schedule.
do you know who wins it? The Panthers, because they've lost to everybody but one bad team.
Yeah.
That's why I said I think the Panthers got to lose 2 games, and then everybody else, like Carolina, basically has to win the next 2, and Arizona has to lose out.
I'm not trying to be mean, Will, but it sounds funny.
No.
So if Panthers lose this week, their number 1 pick is locked for the Bears, pretty much, because Carolina don't have that pick. Bears do.
Yeah, I know. Don't remind me.
So basically, if the Panthers lose this week, Bears have the number 1 pick locked.
Stop it.
Now, unless the trade.
Edelman.
That's why you guys should cheer for the Bears to keep winning and make the playoffs so they don't get 2 top 10 picks.
Okay, guys. it's time to do our favorite sponsorship.
Oh, fuck the Packers.
Yeah, we're talking about FTP, and I don't mean the florist. And on the count of 3, what is it? 1.
Fuck the Packers.
1, 2, 3.
Fuck
Fuck
the
the
Packers.
Oh, that was horrible.
That was horrible.
It's horrible.
Jordan did it on purpose because everybody else was in sync. He just like saying it by himself. That being said, my other sponsor is Gloss Negron. Check him out. Give him a call. He does auto detailing, but he is the best window tinter in Saginaw. 989-443-9240 if you need your windows tinted on your vehicle. He does trucks, vans, cars, and I think he'd even do a windshield fairing on a motorcycle if you wanted it. Why, I don't know. But
You know what would even be better? If you would have said your sponsors fuck the Skulls.
my favorite sponsor is, what do? We bite kneecaps.
So real quick, who's the
Wait, that's the other big news I forgot to drop. Hawkinson tore his ACL in the game.
Who hit him?
Campbell said it really wasn't a hit. It was a non-contact thing. He was hit high and his knee was the wrong way.
Dan Campbell hit him. Not to hit him.
So
he bit his kneecap.
Real quick, who's the Patriots' main rival?
Main rival?
Bill Belichick.
Dolphins.
Our main rival is probably the Jets.
Yeah, I would say Jets. They're the closest to them in the longest rivalry.
2 sponsors, FTP and FTJ. Fuck the Jets.
I'm glad you cleaned that up. I was like, what?
No, FTP's still the best.
No,
I feel bad for
every time Jordan's on here, we can say
I don't really say fuck the Jets. I kind of just feel bad for the Jets.
So pity party.
They can't get a quarterback right to save their life.
Man.
They even think they got Joe Namath right, and he wasn't even that great.
No. Well,
when your leading franchise passing touchdown quarterback for a season is Ryan Fitzpatrick, you know you got a quarterback issue.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's been a great show. I want to thank everybody for watching. Do you got anything else to say before we leave, Jordan?
Fuck the Packers.
Okay.
Attaboy.
Vogel?
No, sir.
Egan?
Fuck the Packers, and let's go get a W.
Amen. That being said, I'm going to end this show the same way I do it every time. I also want to say thank you to Is Undone. That's who I forgot in the chat. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way they could make the world a better place. It starts within here. That's our little teapot. Mr. Keegan, Will Vogel, Jordan,